One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one. And the Tar Heels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will go to work first. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So North Carolina's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Finds a crease at the 20. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback doing that to your defense.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff to the single back. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45 a lot of times. So many people close together, so earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Going for the marker on the ground. Not only will he not get in, they'll stop him behind the line at the 4. And the Jayhawks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Running to the left. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
He'll pull it on the read. I think he misread that one totally. Probably better off to leave it with the back. Instead, he gives up the safety.
Well, you came into this one thinking it might be a defensive struggle, and how about this unit? How aggressive have they been early in the game? They're just getting after their opponent, and they come away scoring the first points of the game here in the second quarter with a safety.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Set to advance on the football.
Running to Green.
The return is brought down at the 40.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Lopez wants to fire. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. With the catch, it's Culliver. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And the Tar Heels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking up the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I bet you're different.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged on the outside, it's Williams. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got his man quickly. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finds his tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
And the Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Hall. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It's a fumble. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Lopez to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Green. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They want that clock to run. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. The defense out of sorts, and the head coach will use a timeout here. The Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense calls a timeout, trying to get itself organized. Caught in the backfield. It's Ship. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Old Dominion rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Ballard Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program.
Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Using the quick game.
One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Pressure coming. The Jayhawks in the hurry-up. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Bad offense, good defense, no scoring. That's pretty much what we had in this one as they come up short in a bit of a slog fest.
Yeah, and most of the time in college football, it's the opposite, right? You don't defense optional. Offense scores so many points. This one, back and forth. Offense is struggling, trying to make plays. Defense has put on a great effort.
And a lot of issues for this offense in this game today, obviously, and I think the coaching staff now really needs to take a look at how they're game planning and how they're going to give their players an opportunity to